Bitcoin's wild price swings can be unsettling, but looking closely at crypto's history shows this latest crash is nothing new. There are good reasons to believe the recent dip offers generational buying opportunity if you zoom out. In this video, let's explore why Bitcoin's best days likely still lie ahead. Bitcoin, the future of money. Bitcoin launched in 2009 as the first ever cryptocurrency. It lets anyone send money over the internet without banks or other middlemen. This was a revolutionary idea that sparked a whole new industry around blockchain technology and digital assets. Over 10 years later, Bitcoin has seen huge growth despite many crashes along the way. Whenever the price drops a lot, critics claim Bitcoin is dead, but it just keeps coming back stronger. There are good reasons to believe Bitcoin adoption is still early, and the value will continue rising enormously in the coming years. Bitcoin goes up and down. That's normal. Bitcoin's price goes up and down a lot. Recently, it went down a lot again. Some people got scared and sold their Bitcoins. They worried Bitcoin was crashing for good this time. But big price drops happen all the time in crypto. Going way back to 2013, Bitcoin shot up from $15 to over $260. Just as quickly, it crashed back down below $50. Back then, Bitcoin was new and confusing. Seeing it lose over 75% so fast looked awful. Later on, between 2016-2017, Bitcoin jumped from around $500 to a high of $20,000. That was over a 40 times increase. But on the way up, there were several 30-40% price drops too before new highs. So what can look scary today is really nothing new for Bitcoin. Crypto has always been extremely volatile. You can't expect it to go up smoothly. There will always be big dips that shake out nervous investors before the next leg up. Old Wall Street doesn't get Bitcoin yet. Not everyone understands why Bitcoin goes through boom and bust cycles so often. Recently, the large investment company Vanguard didn't allow its customers to trade the new Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC said these ETFs were properly regulated and legal, but Vanguard banned them anyway. They said Bitcoin was too volatile and risky. They may even launch their own Bitcoin ETF, but still not let customers buy crypto. This shows old Wall Street banks have some catching up to do. They need to realize crypto is here to stay as a new asset class. People want Bitcoin whether they offer it or not. There are many other platforms happy to give investors exposure by meeting the demand. Key reasons why Bitcoin will keep going up. Besides the usual crypto roller coaster, there are solid reasons Bitcoin should keep rising over the long run. Beating inflation. Prices on everyday goods and services keep rising. Fiat currencies like dollars lose purchasing power. Bitcoin's fixed supply makes it a great way to beat inflation. Halvings. In 2024, Bitcoin's miner rewards will cut in half. Less new supply hitting the market typically leads to higher prices. Mainstream adoption. Big banks, companies, traders, and investors are all entering crypto. This gives confidence crypto is not going away. Network growing. Important metrics like number of Bitcoin users and security, hash rate, reach new all-time highs. This shows strong foundations. Zoom out to see the upward trend. It is easy to overreact to each twist and turn in the crypto markets. When prices crash suddenly, it feels like they could spiral down forever. But the most reliable way to look at Bitcoin is to zoom out of the daily noise and view the full history. Despite some brutal corrections, Bitcoin has entered clear recurring boom and bust phases. It ranges sideways for some time before explosive growth leads to a parabolic peak. This is always followed by a crash and bear market to reset. But each peak establishes a new floor from which the next growth phase launches even higher. This cycle aligns closely with general adoption models for new technologies. As more people discover useful aspects of innovations like the internet or cryptocurrency, growth feeds on itself until unsustainable hype launches a big correction. But the foundations continue maturing, so the next wave gathers momentum. Looking at longer timeframes shows Bitcoin is no flash in the pan. Early 2023's pessimism mirrors 2018's capitulation, yet that led to 20x gains in later years. Bitcoin rewards patience and indiscriminate buying to smooth out volatility rather than panicking. With big milestones like the 2024 halving still ahead, betting on this bull run ending now seems premature when platform adoption looks so underdeveloped. Crypto promises to transform money and commerce as radically as the internet did information. There is good reason to believe the largest price gains are still ahead, rather than behind us. A number of market participants are expecting a bull run sometime after the halving, but given the ETF news, we could very well have a run before that, leaving most investors on the sidelines. That could cause a massive upward run in the price. Vijay Iyer, Vice President of International Markets at cryptocurrency exchange CoinDCX, told CNBC, "Patience and perspective are key to navigate crypto." Watching crypto markets recently likely felt like a rollercoaster ride, taking investors on an emotional journey spanning greed, euphoria, denial, capitulation, fear, despair, hope, and confusion. While devastating at the time, big picture these vicious boom-bust cycles follow a necessary order. Emerging disruptive new technologies take rooting in the mainstream. And for long-term believers, each turning point offers life-changing generational opportunity, but painfully brief if lacking proper perspective and patience. Consider past paradigm shifts. Almost no one rings the absolute peak or trough during times of great upheaval. Expecting to precisely call tops and bottoms usually proves fool's errand, mercilessly ruining those chasing temporary price extremes rather than underlying utility. In hugely volatile epochs like crypto's birth, mainstream North adoption rarely resembles straight line. Instead, progress compounds underground through nested feedback loops, gaining low, then suddenly explosively fast, then needs cool-off periods, declining equally severely to reset boundary conditions for next growth leg. Practically, this means resisting temptation, measure progress on minute timescale, zoom way out. Cryptos come in long macro waves, with years consolidation preparing base for next record high orders of magnitude above last all-time high, which always feels totally impossible until it happens virtually overnight. So, what price range do you realistically see for Bitcoin by the next halving in 2024? Look forward to your thoughts and price targets. Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this perspective on why crypto asset adoption appears still early days rather than peaking, please like and subscribe to Digital Financial Freedom for more content, understanding these long-term cycles and blockchain technology foundations.